Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. Today I'm really excited to share with you guys another watch review. And today I want to share the watch with you from a company that I've already reviewed on a different brand several months ago. And this company is called DeltaT. Now, if you're new to my channel or you haven't caught a lot of my other videos, I've done a lot of, I'm known as the Invicta guy. When I reached out to this company, he was like, the Invicta guy. He seen my stuff and he opted to send me a watch. And now this is round 2 where he sent me 2 more watches to review on my channel. But with that being said, yeah, I love my Invicta watches, but there are tons of watches out there that I want to get my hands on. Companies that I reach out to all the time, trying to get a sample to share with you guys on the channel, not just to help boost their sales, but also add to my collection. It's really great to be able to get this product and share it with you guys. Sometimes companies say, hey, you know what, we like what you do. We're more than happy to send you a sample. Other times I'm able to get a discount. If I like it enough, I'll buy it. But, either way, I love getting a new watch in my collection. And I have to tell you, DeltaT, of all the companies I've reached out to, is in my top 5 companies of watches that just kind of match my style. You guys know I like the kind of the big, chunky dive watch style watch. And, there's lots of companies who do the same thing. Maybe don't do it as large as Invicta, but do it with a real level of quality. Not saying Invicta doesn't. I think Invicta watches are fantastic. But I love getting my hands on something new. And what I like is DeltaT is doing some amazing stuff. The first one I reviewed from them is called the NBS. If you haven't checked that watch out, it's one of the most unique watches that I've seen to date. It's definitely one of the most unique ones in my collection. If you like the watches that are the big, chunky, very different, very aggressively chiseled watches, you'll love DeltaT. So I urge you to check them out. They provide an exceptional level of quality under the micro brand category. And if you're not familiar with what micro brand is non-mainstream. So there's not huge advertising. Sometimes you really have to fight to find them. DeltaT, I discovered this brand not even by Googling dive watch. It didn't even show up. I found this on a micro brand website. So what I love is when these companies entrust me with their product in order to share with you guys, because it gets exposure to their brand, and I tell you, this brand deserves a lot of exposure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about their newest addition in their collection of watches. This one's called the Heavy Armor, and I'm wearing that right now. So before I show you the watch and give you a couple close-ups, I just want to show you the presentation, okay? So, all the DeltaT watches that I've received come in a very similar styling box to like Invicta. It's their dive style watch case. This one's here have a pressure equalization valve. They're lined with kind of the foam you would see inside a firearm case, of course, to protect the watch. They do have a rubber seal, of course, so they are watertight. I haven't tested them, but the seal looks pretty thick, and I assume these will be watertight within limits, especially if there's a pressure equalization valve on them. This particular one comes with 2 different bands. You have your poly strap, and I'm going to turn it as much as I can without things falling out here. You can see there. A logo on the top says DeltaT. And I like that all the parts that come with this have their own little spot in here to keep them protected and keep them tight so they're not all rattling around the box. A lot of the DeltaT watches that I've received come with a armor plate made of aluminum, and what this does is it shows the warranty, the model number, and the DeltaT watches, a lot of them are limited edition, if not most of them. I have another one sitting here. Let me see what this one says. So not all of them, but the one I'm going to show you today is limited edition. So it tells you the number. I got number 3 of 300, which is awesome. I just want to say, before I even start rolling with this video, thank you, Hero, once again, for your generosity in sending me these watches for my channel to review. I love wearing them, my man. Awesome product. So it just shows the model, the company name. I don't know if you can see that there. I have it in plastic. Why don't we just take that out? We don't need the plastic here. Kind of a nice addition to the watch. Shows the movement on there. You probably can't read it, but I'll tell you about it in a second. And warranty information on the back. What I also like about DeltaT is they provide you with extra gear, extra screws. So I have 4 extra screws. I'll tell you what those are for in a second here. So kind of nice. If I don't drop them on the floor, that is. And then, of course, with this particular watch, you get three tools. One for the bezel plates, which again I will talk to you about in a second. And then this is for the band. These are hex bolts on here. They're nice and short, so you can get into the side of the watch, top of the case here. And these are hex screws, or like an Allen wrench. So you basically put one on one side and turn. It holds one while you turn. And the screws for the bands are very substantial. I've seen a lot of watches. And there's nothing wrong with it. Just use your standard push pin or your standard spring bar. These are great because it's a threaded bar and it's big, and it's definitely, you're never going to have any problems with stripping it or anything like that. Then of course this one here comes with two different bands, and it comes with a black poly band, and I'm not sure if you can see it. There is some texture to the front of it and to the back. You can probably see that a little bit there. You can get a little bit better angle like that. And of course on the back of the band, and your DeltaT buckle, which says DeltaT on it, right there. So pretty basic poly band, nothing extremely unique, but a poly band never, you know, I've never been a huge fan of poly bands, just because I do find that they are, you know, it's a dive, more of a dive style band. Again, I'm starting to wear a little more poly bands. When I reviewed my Aqua Dive, that one uses an isofrane strap, which is very, very soft and supple. This one here is more like a poly, it looks like, but nonetheless, I wore this watch last night with this. It's still very, very comfortable. And what I did is last night I opted to try, which I've never worn a watch with a canvas strap, and this is what the one looks like that comes with this particular color. It's a combination tan leather and like a green and light gray canvas. The color combination on this one here, I actually requested the blue, and they accidentally sent me the green. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of glad they did, because I always, you know, I'm always more of a black, silver, gold kind of guy. And then I get involved in some of the ones with the stones or the different color faces. But, you know, I've never had a green one before, and it was a great addition to the collection. And the green, I don't know what it is about this. Just to me, like, I know it's going to sound a little dumb, but I don't really care. To me, like, I could see myself, not that I golf, I have, but I can see myself wearing this to a golf course. Like, I don't know, the green, you know, going with the theme of like a golf green. I can see, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like, well, I probably shouldn't, I won't mention his name, but, you know, I can just see like, I don't know, this at a fancy country club and people wearing white and somebody in a bow tie wearing this. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, that's how I look at things sometimes. So, but nonetheless, it's a very classy looking watch, and I really surprisingly like it with the canvas strap. It's very, very comfortable, and I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm happy that they sent the green. It's definitely something that is unique and different for my collection. So a little bit about the watch. It is available in several different executions, and not to ramble on because I have to keep your attention, and you guys always say, show the watch more. So let me just show you the watch before we begin here, because otherwise I'll keep going on and then I want to keep you guys happy. So alright, so let's get a couple close-ups of the watch. Again, done in the green face. You have your red hands. I'm going to get as close as I can with my new camera. I think this camera definitely is better than the other ones. And guys, let me know if you agree or not. I definitely, you know, wanted to get something. Actually, my sister let me borrow one of her cameras, so we're going to try that out in a couple days too. But with this one here, you have your logo. Let's turn it right side up there, Jeff. So you got your logo right on there for the, it's more of like a, almost looks like a skull or something like that, like a skull or with horns, or like a devil or something like that. It's pretty interesting looking, kind of creepy and scary looking. I like it. You have your chrome hands on this particular one, and your chrome markers, day of the month, of course, and you can see the red second hand, which is a nice contrast across the green. I like that the lume is done on each marker, and I like the consistency of each marker, where you have just the chrome down the center, and like almost looks like a double marker. You have a unidirectional bezel, 120 click, and I don't know if you can notice this, but why this thing's called the heavy armor is that on top of the bezel, there are these plates, and I'm going to try to point this out to you the best I can here. Each one of these plates has screws in it, here and here. And that other tool they give you allows you to remove each plate and customize the bezel how you see fit. Now, it is available in 3 different options. It comes with your number markers, okay? And I opted last night just to take off a couple of them, and I added 2 of the other ones they gave you. So one has this marker, this high luminescence 12 o'clock marker, And I actually just put one at the watch is naturally, I have this twisted, so you can naturally turn the bezel, but let's put it the proper way here. So this is, you know, top dead center where your 50 is on the proper location. But I opted to just put one at the 6 o'clock position because it gave me one. And of course, you have the CNC machined cutout plate. And this is 2 pieces, so they sandwich together this aluminum plate on top of the stainless steel plate. And you have this cutout. And it's available in 3 different options. They all come with the number markers, which is like kind of looks like it's painted on the inside in black. But then if you want to get the ones that are just like this that are cut through, so the color you choose shines through, or appears through there, or you have the single cutout or the double cutout like I got. I went with the double cutout because it gives a little more contrast with the watch. I think it was just more a personal preference. And I will add another plate up here, and you could add all the plates. I may try and customize it, you know, however I see fit. I'll probably end up trying it with all the cutouts around the entire bezel to give it more of that green, which I think is really, really unique. And it'll also make the face look a little bit larger. And as far as the sides of the watch here, it's done in a brushed stainless steel, 316L grade stainless steel, which is low in nickel. So if you have if you're allergic to nickel, that'll help to not have you get any kind of rashes or you know, reactions to it. And of course, it's very resistant to corrosion. You can see that helium escapement valve on the side there. You have a couple grooves on the edge of the bezel for grip. And of course your crown with the DeltaT logo. And being this one is a green execution, you can see that the side of the crown has kind of a green sleeve around it, which is not rubber, it's actually part of the crown. And you can see on the side where the band's attached, that hex screw I was telling you about right there. Back of the watch, you can see a threaded screw down back case there. And a lot of the markings and information on the back of the watch. And this is the canvas strap where you have the leather on the inside, very, very comfortable, and the canvas on the outside. I think it's a really, really nice execution of this particular model, and I am pleasantly pleased that they sent me this one. So a little bit more about it. It is an automatic watch. This one is powered by a Seiko NH35 24 jewel automatic movement, which is a great time-tested automatic movement. Anytime you get a Seiko automatic movement, you're getting something of quality. You know, I always say for like the, you know, let's start getting involved in some of the higher end brands like your Rolex or your Breitlings, your, you know, or not even Breitlings really, but your Omegas. You know, naturally a lot of them are going to do their movements in-house, whereas some of these other micro brands, they outsource. And anytime you get one by, you know, ETA or you get an automatic movement by Seiko or Miyota. Those are very well-known, trusted movements. They're affordable, they're entry-level, but they give you a great automatic movement for a very, very good price point and exceptional quality. So you're going to get a watch that's going to last you a very, very long time, if not indefinitely, you know. And I say that because there are no guarantees in life with anything. Some folks say this will, you know, I always address the haters on the channel. Some folks say this will last you longer than this isn't going to last. You have no way of knowing how long anything is going to last in life. I always go back to my 100-year-old grandfather's Timex watch. Not automatic, you have to wind it, of course. And it's over 100 years old. It was a very inexpensive, basic working man's watch, and it still works. So for those of you who think you know how you can predict the future, just please. All right. So as far as measurements of this watch here, let's see here. You have I believe it's a 40. Let me go to the specifications here so I give you the proper information. As far as case thickness, you're looking at 16 millimeters in the case thickness of the watch here. And why is it not loading? There we go. You have 3,300 feet of water resistance. It is a sapphire crystal. Again, 24 jewel automatic winding movement. 41-hour power reserve when it's fully wound. You have a limited edition on these here. 300 pieces of each one worldwide. So once they're gone, they're gone. Again, 120 click unidirectional bezel. Changeable armor plates. Again, each one comes with 2 sets of plates. The ones I described earlier. 8.9 millimeter diameter screw down crown. Loomed index. 44 millimeter case diameter, 49 millimeter lug center to lug, 16.5 millimeters thick. Again, 316 stainless steel, brush finish, screw down crown, automatic helium escapement valve, 2 sets of straps. So that's really about it as far as the specifications of the watch. As far as the different ones you can get. I explained to you the differences in the armor plates. So that's going to be either your set 1, set 2, or set 3. And as far as color combinations, you can get the stainless steel version either with the red, yellow, blue, or green variation, and the same in a black diamond-like coated case, all black, with the red, yellow, green, or blue. So I opted with the stainless steel just because I'm not the biggest fan of black watches, just because they tend to start to look a little smaller, which is another one I will review. I did opt for a tactical one by DeltaT. They were nice to send me. I'll review that in another video. But I really like the way this looks. I really enjoy the canvas strap, and I think the watch is just exceptional. Exceptional, exceptional, exceptional. So what about price point? If you want to get into this watch, you're looking at, let's see if there's any differences in color. You're looking at $850 for your stainless steel version. That's the same, it looks like, depending on whatever color you go with. If you want to go with the diamond-like coated black model, which is actually pretty cool, it really makes the color pop, you are looking at, drum roll, web page loads, $900. So $50 more will get you the diamond-like coated black finish, and I believe that's what it's called there. Let me just double check. Yeah, diamond-like coating, DLC coating, and the black ones are a little bit more because they also are less numbers. So you're looking at 100 pieces worldwide. So I got number 3 of 300 on this baby right here, and I'm very, very pleased with the watch, as you can tell. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like on the wrist. As I've showed you already, some close-ups. Let's show you some close-ups on the wrist. Again, I have a 7-inch wrist. Most watches look pretty big on me. Some guys have a 6.5. This definitely has room for a smaller wrist. Even on a 7-inch wrist, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more holes in the band. And you can see I'm about right in the center. So if you have a larger wrist, you definitely want to be able to wear this as well. That's about it as far as the sizing of the watch. I love how it stands up on the wrist. I think it's got a really good wrist presence. Nice and thick case, which I absolutely love. You guys know I love the chunky watches. Again, I'm about 5'7.5", 165 pounds, 7-inch wrist, so naturally the watch does not look small by any means. And I like how the bezel looks really nice and chunky. It looks like a real dive watch, you know. This is definitely something you can take out and go diving with and not have to worry about it. Just love what these micro brands are doing. Just exceptional quality and just a uniqueness that you're just not going to find, you know. And that's what I've always said about, you know, I love to collect watches and I love to have watches that are unique. I love it when I get a watch on my wrist and I know that I'm not going to bump into somebody wearing the same watch. Sorry guys, I know I'm rambling again. I know you guys want to see more, so. I'll try to get back a little bit here. All right, folks. Well, I hope you liked the video. Once again, this is the DeltaT heavy armor watch, their newest edition in their watch lineup. They don't make a lot of watches, and they are limited edition, so get them while you can, folks. Again, $850 and $900 will get you this watch, depending on which color combination you go with, and I think it's definitely a awesome, awesome watch, and I think you guys will think so as well. If you guys have trusted my judgment on the Invicta watches and you want to step it up a little and get something that you're definitely not going to have many people wearing, definitely check out DeltaT, and definitely check out their NBS watch. Really an awesome, awesome, unique looking timepiece, and I'm excited for what this company is going to do after this one. I mean, I wish they made more all the time, but they take their time and they come out with pieces every now and then, so definitely check them out. Alright folks, well stay tuned for another one I'm going to review by them next. I'm not sure if I'll get to it today, but this one here is another automatic watch, and this one's called the UMI. UMI. And it's going to give you just a quick taste of that here. Again, another proper dive watch. I opted to go with the all black because this one here, there's not a lot of variations, but the all black, I it was very tactical, and I wanted to share it with you guys, for you guys who are more into the tactical, kind of black, very, very minimalistic dive watch theme. I think you guys are really going to like this one, so stay tuned for that one. Check out my other video on that, and definitely check out the NBS. I urge you to check out that video, no matter what you do. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Remember to click that subscribe. If you subscribe to the channel, click that bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. And guys, let me know, I've been asking, let me know what you guys think of the quality. Of all the replies, only one person said anything about the quality of the video. Guys, even though I get a couple negative comments every now and then, just tell me what you guys think. If you want to make the negative comment, make it. Just tell me what you think of the quality versus the other ones. I'm really trying to get you guys some better, improved videos, and I'm new to the whole, I'm new to, filming and stuff like that, and so I'm learning as I go here. And let me know what you guys think. Again, if you have any questions about this watch or want to make a purchase of this watch and you want to do it through me directly, if you don't feel like doing it directly through the manufacturer, I can go ahead and get you the best deal I possibly can. I'll put a link to the website as well. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day and take care.